What's up YouTube, it's Yugi Penguin. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to me in the past month or two since I've been running this channel. You have finally helped me hit 300 subscribers. Go me. Hopefully I can continue to make good content for you guys. Well, I say good content, it's just mediocre content. There's some fantastic Yugi tubers out there. They've all got these really big channels. Hopefully I'm a personality that can fit in with their community, even though I'm an anti-meta player compared to all the tournaments that they go to and all the world championships and everything that they enter to be very serious with it. But I just enjoy it as a hobby, as you all know, that I've just been saying in my previous videos. So I will be doing a giveaway very soon, hopefully in the next few days or couple of weeks, because I am going away on holiday in that time. But right now let's get into the video, and this is a budget deck profile with Lair of Darkness. So guys, as it's actually a £30 budget deck profile, I have actually taken 3 of the Lair of Darkness decks and I have pieced them together to make my own super deck basically. So hopefully it's affordable for you. Basically we're going to start off with Darkest Diablos, Lord of the Lair. This is your main boss monster of the deck. He is fantastic. He cannot be kaiju'd. I have said this in a couple of videos so far already. He cannot be kaiju'd, he cannot be tributed, and he cannot be targeted by card effects. He's actually one of the best cards in the game right now in my opinion, especially if you're using him in Infernoid decks or championship decks. He's actually coming out on top for a lot of people that I've been watching in videos. But if a dark monster you control is tributed, you can special summon this card from your graveyard or even from your hand if not. So it's actually a really good card in that aspect because you can bring it out, and especially Monster Reborning it if you wish to add Monster Reborn to the deck. But this is just the budget version of the deck, and you can tribute 1 dark monster. Your opponent places 1 card from their hand on either the top or the bottom of the deck. Also fantastic card. The next card, Lilith, Lady of the Lament, also a really good card. This card is normal summoned. Alright, it loses 1000 attack, but the quick effect is even better for you because you contribute 1 dark monster, reveal 3 traps in your deck, and your opponent actually has to choose 1 to set on the field. So when it is your turn and you can activate it at any time you want from that turn, it's actually just so good, especially with cards you want to combo off with. So let's say you had Caius the Mega Monarch on the field, or any of your virus cards or Mind Crush. You can activate that, declare the card that you've actually seen in your opponent's hand. So it can actually put a stop to a lot of decks if you're actually, you know, taking your opponent's cards from their hand and throwing them into the graveyard, and from their deck if you're using certain viruses. The next card I want to use is probably the best card in the deck apart from Darkest Diablos. Arima the Wicked Warden is your field searcher, so it will find you Lair of Darkness when you do discard the card from your hand. He actually has a couple of other effects which is actually quite good too. So you contribute 1 dark monster, draw 1 card, or if you tributed a dark monster other than this card, you can activate the next effect by adding 1 dark monster with 2000 or more attack from your deck to your hand. So it is basically your searcher, it is your draw power, or anything you need it to be in the moment or the time that you need it. Next best card in the deck, we're going in order here. I'm going to put Duke Shade, Sinister Shadow Lord in, because he is also basically one of your kaiju. Like, you can basically Stormforth your opponent's cards, especially with Lair of Darkness on the field, because you can tribute any number of dark monsters. It doesn't say specifically on what field it is, so you can actually do it on your opponent's side of the field. So this works out very well for actually tribute summoning and actually bringing cards like Caius the Mega Monarch out, or Darkest Diablos, or Vanity's Fiend for that matter. Next cards I want to play is Triple Stygian Street Patrol. Basically, if this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original level of that monster in the graveyard times 100. I personally do not special summon this monster or summon it at all in that aspect, because I actually use this card for its second effect by banishing this card from the graveyard to special summon 1 Fiend monster with 2000 or less attack from your hand. Very good card. Again, more swarming on the field, and basically you're comboing off with cards like Allure of Darkness, or you can just use cards like Hand Destruction to mill it to the graveyard and get its another effect. The next card I played Tour Guide from the Underworld. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 level 3 Fiend type monster from your hand or deck. Doesn't matter about its effects really, or it kind of does, but it doesn't. At least you're swarming the board either way because you can actually tribute monsters. Next 2 cards, I play 2 Vanity's Fiend in this build. It's just very simple. Neither player can special summon monsters. Such a great card to have. It's one of my favourite cards in the whole entire TCG in general, especially when I'm playing Monarchs with deck lockdown with Domain of the True Monarchs, as you all know. Phantom of Chaos, I play it at double. This card just, you know, takes effects of other monsters. Legendary Malju Gazette. So it cannot be normal summoned or set, and must be special summoned from your hand by tributing all monsters you control. This card's attack becomes a combined original attack of the monsters that you actually tributed off for this monster, and it can inflict battle damage. So it can actually go and extend to at least 10,000 attack if it wants to. It is a beast of a card, that's why I play it. To round off the monsters, I play the one Kaiser Mega Monarch just so I can have its banishing effect. So when it is tribute summoned, by tributing a tribute summon monster, or basically tributing your opponent's monsters, if should you wish to, with Lair of Darkness, he can actually banish one card on the field, and if it is a dark monster, he gets the second effect by banishing 2 cards on the field instead, which is actually a fantastic move. And he can inflict 1,000 pound, wow, 1,000 damage to your opponent. I am not with it today. Anyway, moving on to the spell lineup, we have Lair of Darkness at triple, the most important card in your deck. You need to play Lair of Darkness because all face-up monsters on the field become dark. Therefore, you can actually kaiju and tribute your opponent's monsters because they become dark themselves through the effects of other monsters that you control. It also can special summon torment tokens, which is also pretty cool, to be honest, especially if you have the expensive deck for this. Like if you're not playing budget, you can use those tokens for links, I believe. I also run triple Allure of Darkness. I feel like triple Maybrick I don't know too much. Again, I'm experimenting again with the decks, but triple Allure of Darkness doesn't really need to be explained. Triple Hand Destruction, that's for more Stygian Street. Basically, so you send 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard, then draw 2 cards. Great draw power. And then last but not least for the traps, I'm playing the 1 Sinister Yoroshiru. Basically, this is a 1-card combo with Caius and Mega Monarch. Doesn't have to be used, you can switch around with any of the other cards that you have seen in the structure decks, but this is my preferred build, and I do like Sinister Yoroshiru with Caius and Mega Monarch. It's really good that you have Caius and Mega Monarch anyway as a common. And then triple Mind Crush for that declaring of your opponent's cards, and then they send all copies of it, otherwise I have to discard 1 random card. Not a single problem. And then last but not least, to round off the deck, I play the virus cards. So 2 Full Balls Virus, 1 Grinning Grey Virus, and last but not least 1 Eradicator Epidemic Virus. So guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please continue to give my channel some support. I know it was very quick and I know it was less informative. You can actually pause the video should you need to read the cards. Thank you for the support as always, guys. Please leave a like, hit the subscribe button. Let's push on to 400 subscribers. Let's keep the gravy tray rolling. Let's get the penguin parade going. Let's get the party streamers out, and let's have a good time. I'll see you guys in the next one. Yugi Penguin signing out.